So let's start with AI shell. Someone already heard of that, already tested it out. Oh, great. So I can lie to you and you don't even notice. So my name is Andres Bohren. I'm a senior cloud architect at iSolutions. I'm mostly in Microsoft Cloud scenes, especially messaging, communication, identity, and security. And with that, I have a lot of PowerShell, Graph. And recently, this year, I became MVP in the categories Microsoft 365 and PowerShell. A part of IT, I like to travel. I like to scuba dive where the water is really warm, and I'm on the bike, and sometimes you see me dancing. I also have a few social media, so will post some updates there. So why would you need the AI in PowerShell? I've made a comparison about the commands. For example, the AZ PowerShell module has over 6,000 commands, and it gets even worse if you look at the Microsoft Graph. So nobody can remember so much stuff, especially when it comes to the parameters. So it's just, you are not able to do that. So maybe AI can support you a little bit there. Apart from that, and there are some other ideas like you already know from ChatGPT or Copilot or any other AI. You can chat, you can interact. So it can generate some scripts for you. It's context aware. I will show you that a little bit more after that. It uses built-in documentation, and also it can give you suggestions, and also help you troubleshoot in some scripts. So what do you need for that? It's currently in Preview 4. The Preview 4 is required to have Windows 11. And as this is a PowerShell group, I also added the PowerShell commands, how you can get that information. You need to know if it's over 22,000, then it's Windows 11 21 H2. You need to have Windows Terminal 1.19 or higher, and that's the command how you get that. And you need to have the Azure CLI version. There are two ways. One would be winget or PME object. And you need to have the preview or the beta 2 of PS3 line. These are the requirements. Then there are two options of how you can install the software. One is you invoke the script like that. And I think that's the better version than installing the module, which is the second option. So how does that look like? If you have Windows terminal open, I think it's also required to have PowerShell 7. You simply put in start iShell, and on the sidecar, you get a new window where the interaction will happen. So first, you need to select which AI agent you will use. For this one, we click on Azure, and as long as we are logged in with Azure CLI or AZAP PowerShell, we are get the prompt. Huh? There are not many commands, but they are powerful. I think we will get a little bit more into those commands if we go into the demo. So one of the built-in, or I would say it's free if you have an Azure subscription, and in the Azure subscription, there is the Azure Copilot, which is free of charge. So as long as you have access to an Azure subscription, you can run queries. It's limited, about 10 chat sessions with 15 questions, so that would be around 150 interactions for free. I mean, that's okay. I already said you need to be logged in, and that Azure Copilot is trained on Azure in general, Azure CLI and Azure PowerShell. But I've done a lot of questions also for Graph. That works fine too. So it's not like limited to exactly these modules, but it's like a PowerShell and Azure. That's the main focus, and that the model strength, right? So let's dive into the demo. So let's start up the PowerShell Windows terminal. Start the AI shell. Let's select Azure. And if everything works fine, I will be logged in. Okay, so just quickly cheat. I mean, that's an absolute boring question. Everybody of you knows how to create resource group. But the cool thing will start when you can interact with that. So it tells me how to do that. And now I can use the replace command. Now it asks me, how do you want to call your resource group? Oh, at which location you want to have that resource group? So West Europe is fine. So now it created from the example I've replaced the variables, and now I can do post, and it has shifted that code to my window here, but not execute, just copy. Okay. That's how to stop that here. And the control DD does the same as the code post. That's it you're probably used to work with the keyboard, so that's one thing, which is cool. Another example is this file doesn't exist. I'll try to remove it. Couldn't find the path. Fix it. The command that we all want to have in the first place. So it copies the error message to the AI, and the AI tries to figure out what's wrong here. And it makes me a suggestion how I can do that. So it test pass checks if the file is present, and only if present, then delete it. Absolutely what I needed. So let's try Control DD on the window. Oops. That's a cool thing. Oh, I like this one. I mean, fix it is just the resolve error. That would be the correct command. But I like fix it. That's a cool. So let's do another one. List me some processes. Now I'm gonna destroy it and making some errors in the parameters because I always have mistypes. Now let's look what it will tell us here. See? It fixed my mistypes. I think that's cool too. So I like the interaction between my window where I can work and the sidecar window, not having to go to Copilot or ChatGPT and copy things between the two. So that's an experience I think it's useful, and this is helping me to stay more productive. So let's switch back to the presentation. So the Azure agent was the built-in Copilot. So what I did is I've deployed OpenAI in Azure. Use that one. So there's one example to do it manually via the portal, create a resource, search for Azure OpenAI, create that thing, select the resource group, and tags if you want. Go on. Second one is there was an example of creating OpenAI service using Bicep. And the example was bad because the turbo model is only available in 3 locations, and I did choose a different one. So I fixed it with the allowed locations and selected one that is obviously in there, logged in, selected the correct subscription, and deployed the Bicep template. So I tried to redo that last night, and I wasn't able to do it again. So probably there's something wrong or something has changed. Good, I have the screenshots here, and that's what it looks like. The one that I've created in the portal, and the two which I created as a bit file. So I haven't got the time to put it on. So now we have a GPT agent in our Azure subscription. How can we use that?
I'm missing some slides.
Yes.
Well, I guess you have the wrong presentation because that's the one you shared with me. Yeah, they're all there.
You can share.
Well, I can try. Check out here, go here. Not leave, share.
So my bad.
Happens to the best. And here's the deployment.
Next slide. So you can go to ore@azure.com, and I'm not sure if you need to deploy a model there and use the endpoint and the key from there. And as far as the costs, it's not that much that I've used so far. But it's always a good idea to have an eye on the cost, because now you're paying for stuff. And maybe I go back and share some parts here on my demo screen. Even corrects me here. Huh? So I have these 2 agents. I'll be deleted afterwards anyway. That's the configuration which I have to do in the JSON file, and you see that's the key how you access it. So in 1 hour that will be done. But that's the way how you configure the second agent. So let me go back. This time, select OpenAI. Do the same thing, but against another AI agent. So that's the thing. So you can use like almost any model, like Grok, like ChatGPT or OpenAI. From them, Llama. I think there are like 7 or 8 different GPTs that you can like configure here. So it's more a matter of configuration. So I did not test out any other options, but that will be done with a similar approach that I'll show. So that's about it from me. You have any question or something that we should try out?
How proficient is the AI shell if I want to, let's say, filter an aware object and I write process name instead of name? Is it able to detect that process name or the name property does not exist?
Like this?
Yeah, pretty much. Now we can filter for where process name is MS Teams. But instead of process name, we use name.
So hier bin where? So hit på down.
Genau. Just type name equals MS Teams, and then let's find out if it will fix it.
Oh, we have no error message, but we can try to do this one. It doesn't figure it out. Yes. And there's also one cool thing.
I fix it.
I fixed it. I'm not sure what this moment is. Pause.
No, your positional parameter means you have to specify a parameter first, because it doesn't have.
But I saw they didn't use it. Watch. And one cool thing run that also standalone. Final. And with the Preview 4, it's also supported on Mac, on iTerm. So we will see what happened in the next few builds. It's pretty useful right now. Anything else?
So you said currently only support for the ASAT modules and Graph. Or
it's trained on Azure and ASAT on CLI, but I've used it to ask like Graph, where is our general PowerShell query. So I did get good responses. So, and maybe let's open this one up. You also can see what's the prompt here. So your help, open, friendly, assistant with expertise in PowerShell scripting. So probably you can tweak that prompt too and move it into a different direction. But that's only possible for when you have your own GPT deployed in Azure, and not so for the Azure Copilot. So there it's more like this.